Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be having another video on my 1986 Honda XL250R. As you guys can see, it is in the same state we left it in the last video, all dismantled up front. We've got some parts on the ground. It's not a very nice shop out here. It's kind of dirty, but we've got some exciting parts that we're going to be unboxing in today's video. We've got a big old box, and come over here, you'll see the other box. You can see that we've got another big box. We've also got a plethora of parts over here on the table. So we're going to be unboxing you and showing you guys what's in store for this bike. It's pretty exciting. Should spruce up the bike a little bit on the front end mostly. And then we might install one or two of the parts today. Okay guys, so the first exciting part we have here for the XL250R is going to be in this Amazon package. I picked up most of these parts pretty affordably. This is not a big budget project here. But the first package is some shock boots. I'm pretty excited about these. So this is going to be the fork boots, shock boots, whatever you want to call them. So these are the front ones. These were $20 on Amazon. Got them blue. That's what's actually original on the bike, is blue color. So these are pretty cool. And this is what we were working with before. These are actually a little bit longer, so they'll kind of like be scrunched pretty good, but they were yellow and it kind of looked weird. I actually don't mind the style of these, but these are more accurate to the bike. These smaller crinkle, and this one is just kind of trashed. The other one's trashed. So that's exciting. Second part is going to be something that's broken on the bike that we're going to be replacing. This is actually a taillight cover, taillight lens. You guys can see that. This is a reproduction. I'm not going to get it out of the package right now, but it's pretty nice. This was like $14, I'm going to say, maybe $20 on eBay. This fits on like the XR or XL5, the 600, and fits on some XR bikes. So this is kind of a universal taillight cover for Hondas in the 80s and early 90s. Not every bike, but most bikes. The dirt bikes. This one, another small package here. This one also broken on the bike. These are basically the cheapest ones I could find. But they do match the style I had on the bike. It's two new mirrors. Now, one of the mirrors is fine that I have, the left mirror, but as you guys can see, they're these square style mirrors. They're actually surprisingly not super chintzy feeling. These were 20 bucks. Mirrors are actually kind of surprisingly expensive if you've ever shopped for them. So that was pretty cool to pick up some mirrors. Most of the stuff is going on the front of the bike, as you guys can see. So this is the big box here. Grab it real quick. This is the first kind of big time part here. We'll start actually with the new grips I got. These are Pro Taper pillow tops. This is what I had on the bike before. I like them a lot. Black, gray, very comfortable. Overall, like those were like $14. And then this is going to be a big improvement. You guys saw in the last video, we actually cut this part off. This is a brand new set of handlebars. The old ones were steel. They were kind of rusty. I was planning on repainting them until I realized they had like a slight bend in them, and I figured, oh, I'll get in some new ones. These are aluminum, which means they're way lighter. These are Pro Taper Sport. These are the cheapest Pro Taper bars you can buy. Got these on eBay for like $43. They do feel a bit wider than the old bars. Can you grab the old bar real quick, Cameron? Just want to compare the style of the bars. They are actually surprisingly, they are a bit wider. They're not as swept back, so they're a little more motocross style. I tried to find like dual sport style specific bars, but everything was just kind of like an actual dirt bike motocross bar. But it's definitely close enough, and I can see that it probably won't really affect the way I ride the bike that much. If I really hate them, I will get different bars, but yeah, those are pretty cool. And the final big surprise for the bike, this is the one I'm most excited about. Take your guesses right now. Mentioned that we're going to be replacing this in the last video, but this is not a OEM part. This is a kind of a universal part. And that is a brand new front fender for the bike. As you guys can see, it's white. It's in a, I'm going to butcher the name. I've heard it before correctly, but Acerbis, I don't know. I can't say it correctly, but this is a universal front fender for a bike, dirt bike style. This is for a 21-inch front wheel. That's typical dirt bike front wheel. This is a universal mounting thing, so you drill these holes in here. And if you want to bring the old fender over real quick, Cameron. Oopsies. You guys will see, this is the old fender. Bit bigger. The old fender was wider. You guys can see, it has these like kind of hooks on the side for some cables and stuff. However, I do think once we put this on, it'll actually fit fine. The kind of bolt pattern lines up on here, totally fine, correct width, which is great. But yeah, they do look a little different, but I'm confident that we can make this fit. If worst case scenario is have to like trim the back of this or something, or trim around the middle of the mounting point, but I'm pretty confident that we're gonna make it fit. And if it really doesn't fit, then I will just clean up that fender and throw it back on, but it's damaged in the front. You guys have seen that before. It's got that metal band and it's kind of hideous. So those are all the parts that I've picked up for the XL250R refresh. And as for all these parts that I've picked up here today that you guys are going to see in the videos, I'm going to be putting on the bike. I'm going to leave the links to most of them in the description if I can find them again. They're all pretty cheap parts. And so I think the thing we're going to do next is actually put on this taillight real quick. We don't have that much time to work, so we're not going to be doing a lot of stuff today on the bike. But I do want to see what this taillight, this is going to be really quick, so you guys are going to see what a brand new taillight cover looks like. Okay guys, first part that's going to be going back on the bike here is the taillight cover. We showed you this. This is the cheapest part I think I bought. You guys can see that this one is a slightly different shade. It looks shinier because it's brand new, and this one's all dirty and faded. But obviously the problem with this one is this hole. This is a hole in there. Somebody goofed that up. So I believe all you need for this is there's just two little Phillips head screws in the back. I got my Phillips screwdriver, and we're just gonna pop this off. The mount on here is all cockeyed. I'm assuming the bike had a weird rear end situation, which is very odd for a motorcycle because you can't reverse a motorcycle. Assuming you maybe rolled into something backwards, like going up a hill, and then kind of couldn't make the hill climb, or somebody was on the trail behind him and hit him pretty hard, because I was going to buy this whole mount to have it all perfect and straight, but it was like $70, and I didn't really want to spend that much right now. If I can fix the most hideous part with just like 15 bucks. And as you guys can see, that comes right off. Old one, new one. This one's just dirty. I mean, if it didn't have the hole, I would just clean it, obviously. You guys can see the taillight here. Clean that up a little bit. Wipe the bulb off, get some mud off the... It's actually pretty clean in there. And then you're just gonna put the cover back in there, the lens, whatever you want to call it. This one seems to be fitting okay. I don't know, maybe not. It's really close. There we go. It's not gonna stay on there until I screw it, so. Just gonna take your screws, I don't want to scratch it. Now once it's on the bike, I can tell right now it is a darker shade, this one. I've seen a lot of reviews, people like buying this one, and they say it's a slightly different shade, but it works great. Yeah, it's not going to fit perfectly, so. But it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And of course, this is a super easy fix here. Don't want to over tighten it, it's plastic. I don't know who this is made by, but I'm assuming it's just Chinese reproduction. Doesn't say any brand name on it or anything, but old versus new. This one's kind of lighter, more opaque. This one's a bit darker, but it's all shiny and new, and I think it already looks better on the back of the bike. So I don't know what else actually we're going to be able to put on the bike right now because we don't have that much time. Sorry that this wasn't a super in-depth episode as far as us getting a lot of work done. We've been both really busy right now. So in the next video of this though, I think it's going to be a full thing where you're going to see us put on the fender. You're going to see the new handlebars, the new grips, new mirrors, everything, and you're gonna see the front end of this bike go all back together, and we're gonna have another big special part coming on the way. Give you a hint, it deals with both front wheels, and it's gonna help out the bike a lot, and I'm excited to have the bike back working. So please stay tuned for that third episode. Probably gonna be coming maybe 2 weeks or so, once we get the final thing coming in and we get it all put back together. So please like and subscribe if you like the XL250R content, and stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be a big video.